Good morning. There we go. How are you this morning? No answer. I hope you're having a good morning. I hope you're having a good week. Today's Tuesday, the final week, and it's a full week of the year. Saturday is it. So anything you plan to do this year, you got to do by Saturday at midnight, Sunday morning at noon at midnight, right? Because it's going to be next year real soon. Just got a few days left. So if you got anything unfinished or left behind, probably ought to pack it up, right? Or refocus for next year. That's what I do a lot. I'm going to do all of this year. Okay, well, no, I didn't do all that, but at least I did some. But if you don't set any goals, you don't even get close, right? If you at least set a few goals, you might get a little bit close here and there, right? Anyway, if you set a goal and hit here, that's all right. You still got all of this done. But if you don't even set a goal, you don't even know, right? Anyway, so much on goals. So I could do a whole thing on goals. So this morning, I will tell you what, I have been all over the place this morning. My emotions have been all over the place. My thoughts have been all over the place. That's not really any different than most mornings. But I found myself back in Psalm 31 this morning. And Psalm 31 is just one of my favorites. I love this psalm. David just has so much that he put in this psalm. And I loved it so much I wrote a devotional about it. I put all the links if you want it on ebook, print, Kindle. The links are in the discussion. If you take a moment to look, if you'd like to have a copy, and if you don't want to buy it, just send me a message. I'll send it to you for free. I don't care. Not the print version. I ain't printing it for you, but I will send you the ebook. Anyway, and I was just back in Psalm 31 this morning because it was just, it's just so good and it has so much in it. You know, he starts out with a declaration, and we talk about declaration. We talked about declarations. I think that was last year, and we talked about just making our "I will" statements. And you know, David started with a declaration in Psalm 31. In you, O Lord, I put my trust. Now he could say it. Different versions translate it differently. You know, I will trust you, God. And I think that's going to be my declaration for today. Just whenever all these thoughts are coming and so many decisions I got to make and things like that, I'm just going to have to go back to I will trust you. That's my declaration. My soul is going to trust God. Period and amen. Right? And so he started with that, but then he starts saying, listen to me, God, in verse 2. Deliver me quickly. He doesn't say just deliver me. He says, deliver me now, right? I need help now, God. He says, be my rock of refuge. Be my fortress so you can save me. And then he shifts over in the next verse and he says, you are my rock. You are my fortress. Lead me and guide me. I think I like this. One thing I like about this psalm is David's emotions are all over the place. Now, I'm not bragging or anything, but I can go from the epitome of this is amazing, everything's cool, to the bottom of the barrel in a matter of 10 seconds. Now, I don't know if anybody else can do that. I mean, I have a thought, it's, I crash, but then something good can happen and I'm back up there, right? And so I see that in this psalm with David because on one second he's like, be my rock. Oh, you are my rock, right? It doesn't mean that he's got any problems. It's just sometimes when we pray something, we can declare it, right? God, I need you. I need some help. You are my help. I will trust you, right? And so he goes on, he's like, lead me and guide me. Pull me out of the net that they've laid for me, right? He was really dealing with some stuff. I'm not making light of that. He was really dealing with some stuff. And we really deal with stuff too. We're not necessarily hiding in a cave from a physical person who's going to come get us. But especially during the pandemic, we hid in the cave a lot, right? Or I did. Maybe y'all didn't. But then he makes another declaration, though. He's going, "Help me, God, help me. Be my rock, be my fortress. You are my rock. You are my fortress. You are my strength." He says, and God won't force His way into our hearts in the sense that He doesn't pick us up and go, "I'm going to be your strength," and just stop, right? He waits for that invitation. God, I don't have any strength left. We always wait till we don't have any left, right? I don't have the strength. Be my strength. Be my rock. And so the sooner we run to him, the sooner we get the benefit, right? He says, for you are my strength. And then he says, I commit my whole spirit being into your hands because you've redeemed me, God of truth. And I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? Right? David seems scattered in some ways. He says, "I'm going to trust you, God. You know, you have listen to this. You have known my soul in adversities." We talk about that a lot. God doesn't say, "You're too messed up. Call me when you're better." Right? He knows the adversities that we face. He understands the emotional pressure that we're under. He understands our mental anguish. He understands. He says, "You have known my soul in the good times and in the bad times. When I feel like I've got it all together, which is rare, and the times that I don't." God still knows our soul. Neither of those scares him away. He doesn't go, "Well, yeah, you're a mess. Call me later." Right? No, he loves us no matter what. If we're in grieving, if we're in the middle of joy, if we're having a great day, a bad day, an in-between day, God's right there in the mix. He knows our soul. He knows our mind, our will, and our emotions, right? He says, he goes on down through, he says, "Lord, have mercy on me, oh God, I'm in trouble." Right? He's like, I'm in grief. My bones are wasting away. I'm a reproach. I'm forgotten. All these things. I fear on every side, he says. But then listen to what he says. He reminds himself again. "But as for me, I trust in you." And you know what? It's okay to air all that out. It's okay to give God your list, one detail at a time. "Okay, God, here's what I'm dealing with. I don't like this. I don't like that. I feel this way. I feel that way." But always come back to that. "I will trust in you, God." Always come back to that, to the "but still." I know all this is going on, but still, I'm going to trust you, God. That's what David did. And we see it all through the Psalms, all through his life, that he faced great adversity, and yet every time he came back to that. "But still, I'm going to trust you. But still, but you're still going to be my refuge. You're still going to be my rock. You're still going to be my God." And so, as we read through the rest of the psalm, and I encourage you today to take a minute to do that, because it's really good. It gives you some insight into David and some insight into God too, right? And he finally, after he pours it all out there, at the very last, he says this: "Oh, love the Lord, all you his saints." It all just comes down to, let's just love God. Let's just love him. Let's just serve him. Let's just say, "You are my God," right? Love God, oh you saints. "For the Lord preserves the faithful." When we're faithful, it doesn't mean we don't ever have struggles. It doesn't mean we don't have adverse circumstances. It doesn't mean our soul isn't in adversity. It doesn't mean the Lord will preserve the faithful, because God is faithful. And there, an old Bible college joke is Psalm 116:6 says, "God preserves the simple." So if you don't feel real faithful, you feel real simple, God will preserve you too, right? God preserves the faithful. He preserves us. He's out to get us, in the sense of he wants us to let our circumstances drive us to him, right? And he'll be right there. Even when we don't, when we try to, "Oh, I can handle this, God. It's okay. I got this. I got this. I can handle this." And then we realize we can't. He doesn't go, "Well, you should have called." No, "You should have called yesterday because I told you." No, he's right there whenever we get the guts to call on him, right? He's right there. He never shuns us. He never punishes us for not calling sooner. He just goes, "I got you. I got you." You know, "For the Lord preserves the faithful. Be of good courage." Now, who was David talking to? Was he writing this to himself? He probably was. He was probably telling himself, "Be of good courage. Come on. Come on, heart. Be encouraged. Take strength, because God is faithful and he's going to preserve the faithful," right? Be of good courage, and he will strengthen your heart. That's what I'm going to think of today, because sometimes situations come at us, whether they are financial, whether they are emotional, whether they are family related, whether they are relationship, whether they are job related, whether they are whatever. They come at us, and it takes courage to lay them at his feet. Oh, we don't think that. No, I don't take courage, right? Well, you just package all your stuff up and lay it at his feet and then take your hands off. Because here's how it usually plays out with me. Okay, God, I got this situation. I don't know what to do. Here, you take it because I don't know. Okay, wait, I can do that. Wait, hold on just a second. I got this. I got this. I this little Oh no, it got big. No, here. Okay, take it back. Okay, but wait, I got this part. And we take it back. It takes courage and trust and strength of heart to package up our problems and just give him our cares. Why? Because we want to be in control. But he will strengthen our heart when we take courage, when we courageously give him all our cares. He'll take care of them for us. That doesn't mean I still don't have to go to work. There's all my financial problems. Can you just send me a check? No, it doesn't work that way, right? But it takes courage to go, okay, God, I feel really out of control. And I'm going to give this all to you, and I'm going to feel even more out of control. But I'm going to trust you with this. So he says, be of good courage. He will strengthen your heart, all you who hope in the Lord. I love this psalm. I hope you had got a little something out of this today. It's a good day to just peace out. It's a good day to just trust him. It's a good day to declare, I will trust you, God. It's a good day to declare, you're my rock. God, you are my strength. You are my fortress. It's a good day to cast all your cares on him and let him do the caring for you. That's how you peace out. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.